Good morning and even good afternoon. Today I have come with this new idea, and it is combining patterns inked well. It is an essay written by David Kirby. It is research work. The writer has presented what the tattoo exactly is. It is about tattoo culture. The writer has gone through the history of the tattoo culture. He has visited different people, different places, and met with different people, and has taken the email address of different people, and even have asked the consent of them to talk about the tattoo culture, why they had the tattoo and how they had the tattoo in fact in their life. These are the things that the writer has exactly presented in the essay, right? It is a kind of research essay. Let's see. Combining patterns inked well. Inked well means tattooed well is a research article written by David Kirby. It explains about the origin of tattoos and what they signify among various groups of people and individuals. In some cultures, tattoos mark the rite of passage into adulthood. People have sported tattoos more than 5,000 years ago. It has come before more than 5,000 years before. Tattoos symbolize spiritual protection, status markers within a clan, and fertility. These are the beliefs that tattoos symbolize the spiritual protection, and status markers within the clan means within certain group of the people of their own caste, and even fertility. This is traditional belief about tattoo. The writer is attempting to rob the idea that tattoos are evil. Right? In the past, people believed that tattoos were evil. Tattoos are not taken as positive thoughts even at present. And in front of the judges, tattoos were not visible. And if tattoo people are shown or found, and they are supposed to be criminal, they are supposed to be evil, they are supposed to be from the lower ranking group. They did not have and do not have better ideas. Such thoughts was there in the established in the society, and such ideas are the writer going to rub it out. And the writer says tattoos are not as bad as it were in the past, and they are good. Even at today, we have to accept the tattoos not as the bad, evil signs. He supports for the practice of making tattoos. So writer is supporting the practice of making tattoos. Tattoos are also the good system of life, right? That is his point. He also gives some disadvantages of tattoos, but there has been increasing number of tattoo making people are increasing in number. There are disadvantages about the tattoos too, because it hurts in the skin. It did not have so easy to have a tattoo in the past because the modern technology was not developed. Though increasing number of the people in tattoo making shows that it has come as a fashion, as a common idea, as a common thing, a kind of art in the modern life. Tattoos are means for self-identity. Tattoos reflect self-identity. Having tattoos of a friend signify the bond of relationship. If the tattoos are made about the friend, or if friends' tattoos are made, and it is supposed to be the relationship, bond of relationship, good relationship. It is also about the freedom of having tattoos. Now there is a freedom of having tattoos. There is no protection just against of any law to prohibit the tattoo to have in our body. Most of the tattooed people aged group fall between 18 to 50. 18 years to 50 years people have put the tattoos in their bodies. The writer talks about tattoos, their origin, and the liberty of having it as the will of the individuals. People have their will, they have liberty, they have their own identity, just belief of having tattoos, and it is the personal right, individual right. No one can prohibit it. The sudden popularity of tattoos among American bourgeois is undeniable. Even upper class people, rich people, American bourgeoisie means okay, rich people are having tattoos. It is not deniable. They also believe that tattoos are good and they put the tattoos. Some tattooed people are easier to read than others. Tattoos have a richer social history than one might think. It has a richer social history than what one has imagined, right? People have put tattoos for more than 5,000 years. See, for more than 5,000 years, people are using this tattoo culture. They are using tattoos. They are having tattoos in their bodies, and the culture history of tattoo goes back to the 5,000 years. In modern Western culture, tattoos mainly serve as body adornment, love of the body. Right? In the United States today, the most popular tattoos include skulls, hearts, eagles, stars, dragons, crosses, as well as abstract tribal designs based on motifs that originated among Polynesian islanders. That means this tattoo has exactly originated from the Polynesian islanders. And in United States today, the popular tattoos are the tattoos of skull. They are the tattoos of hearts. They are the tattoos of eagles. They are the tattoos made of stars. They are tattoos, okay, dragons and crosses and abstract ideas are there, and those tattoos reflect original culture of Polynesian islanders. The Celtic tattoos are designed as flowers, butterflies, and Chinese characters are also popular in tattoo makings, right? So tattoos of flowers are there, tattoos of butterflies, and Chinese characters tattoos are there. Original design may be worth thousands of dollars, and even more, original design of tattoo was really much more valuable. It would have been thousands of dollars, and more than that cost. It was original tattoo. Tattoos were brought to Europe from Polynesian by 18th century British explorers. British explorers went in Polynesia and they brought a tattoo in Europe in the 18th centuries by those explorers. First, European aristocrats got tattooed because it was too expensive in the beginning, and later the tattoo machines got invented and it became cheap for all. So in the beginning, aristocrats, rich people used to have a tattoo. At present, now not only rich, when the machine was invented, tattoo machine was invented, and common people and also started having tattoo. Then the working class people started having tattoos when invention of machine was there for tattoo making, and common working class people started making tattoos. As a result, aristocrats stopped having tattoos as the low status markers. In the beginning, aristocrats they were fond of making tattoos because lower working class people had not made. It was expensive too before the invention of the machine. When it became cheap, it became easy for tattoo making, and it went rich to the poor working class people too. And then now people started, aristocrats or rich class people stopped putting tattoos, right? They thought it was lower class people's sign. Europeans who had tattoos in those days were not social bottom dwellers. They were not of lower class dwellers. They were rich class people when they had the tattoos. And later invention of the tattoo machines, and bottom dwellers started having tattoos and top dwellers stopped having tattoos. Americans first saw tattoos in the New World on their conflicted Indian host as early as 1580. This was the first time when American people saw tattoo, and it became popular there. William Wood, this is a pilgrim colonist, described that Indian chiefs of New England as having tattooed their faces, arms, legs with elaborate geometric patterns and totemic animal symbols. They used to make different types of tattoos of faces, tattoos of legs, tattoos of geometric patterns and totemic animals as a symbol of their art. To Protestants of ascetic temperaments, these exotic displays were a piece with the colonist concept to see Indians as primal savages. It was shown that Indian people were not civilized. They were supposed to be savages, and that's why they had the tattoo. This sort of culture was there. It was believed, right? However, tattoos came ultimately to signify patriotism rather than exoticism in the United States. Those people who had the tattoos, that reflected a kind of patriotism. They were loving their country. They were devoted to their country, to their nation. It became later on in the United States. The first non-professional tattoo artist in the United States was one Martin Hildebrand, who set up a shop in New York City in 1846. In 1846, in New York City, there was tattoo shop set up, and then really good professional tattoos artists started the business of tattoos. So later, tattoos became the business. Tattoos became fashionable among members of the European aristocracy, who encountered the practice during 19th century trips to the Far East when they came there in the Far East in Asia, and they thought that tattoos became the symbol of fashion, but later it was not as regarded as it was thought. By the beginning of the World War I, the lords and ladies had all abandoned bodily decoration. They did not want to decorate their bodies. The hard process of making tattoos with a single needle was made obsolete, means out of use now, with the invention of electric tattoo machine, and it was invented in 1891. When this electric tattoo machine came, and then people thought it was easy, they regarded it was not difficult to make it. Tattooing became easier, less painful with the invention of the machine, mainly cheaper with the tattoo machine invention. This led to the speedy spread of the practice throughout the working class, and it was abandoned by the rich. I told you, bottom class people started having tattoos when the invention of the machine of the tattoo was there, because it became cheaper, it became very easy, and then less painful. People started. Now everyone started having tattoos, and poor people started it, rich people abandoned it. By the middle of the 20th century, tattooing seemed largely the province of bikers, convicts, and other groups on the margin of society. Yes, in the beginning of the middle of the 20th century, tattoos means only bikers used to put it, only convicts means criminals used to put the tattoos, and only the groups of the margin of society used to put tattoos. These types of beliefs were there in the middle of the 20th century. Tattoos were the tribal marks that someone paid somebody to cut into their skin. It was believed that it was a kind of tribal mark, and people used to pay someone by cutting their skin, right? So that everyone would know that they belong to a world populated by crooks and crips. That means they belong to the world populated by bad people, criminal people. So it was thought that tattoos was a kind of tribal, paying someone to by cutting the skin, and it was just thought that it was the activities of the crooks and the crips. In the late 20th century, middle class began showing off in droves at tattoo parlors. Now middle class people started going to tattoo parlors, tattoo rooms, and they started having their tattoos in their bodies. A study in the June 2006 issues of the Journal of American Academy of Dermatology reveals that as many as 20% of men and women between the ages of 18 and 50 have one or more tattoos in their bodies. It was the research in 2006. It was found out that more than Academy of Dermatologists found out that 20% men and women have the tattoos of the age of 18 to 50, at least one or more tattoos, up from just 15 to 16% in the 2003. Men and women are equally likely to be tattooed. There is no difference. Women have more tattoos and men do not have. All of them have the tattoos equally, right? And these days the title, the little old lady sitting next to someone in church may have a tattoo. Anyone can have a tattoo. We cannot believe it, but anyone can have such tattoos. People even want to remove the tattoos later, and they regret too in having tattoos. When people want to remove the tattoos later on, they regret. Why did they have the tattoos, right? In the beginning they had the tattoos, later they want to remove it, and while removing they have to use surgery. More and more people who would not have dreamed of being tattooed a few years back are stepping into business of tattoo and paying good money to have sketches of bone boxes and code gestures and spider webs incised into their hides, means into their bodies. Anyone who is not having tattoo, who have not even dreamed of having tattoos before, now they are having tattoos. Never get a tattoo where a judge can see. This is a proverb, is the belief of the people at that time. If George sees the tattoo, and he or she is punished. That was the concept in the past. But the number of tattooed ladies and gentlemen may be higher than what is found and rising more day to day. Now these men and women are having tattooed, and then maybe they are found more and they are just having tattoos, not common, not in a few forms, right? It seems that more and more people from every walks of life in the United States are getting tattooed nowadays, but not where the judge can see it. Only the tattoos are hidden in the body, sacred part of the body, closed, covered by the clothes. Prior to the 1970s, most tattoo designs were masculine, depicting military icons, motorcycle insignia, and roaring animals. These sort of tattoos were there in the past. With the peace, gay, and women's liberation movements came a whole new generation of tattoo designs. Now different tattoo designers started. Liberation of women's movement also became a kind of design of tattoo. Gay, peace, number of things. Now tattoos are the peace symbols. If those people who are having tattoos, and we have to believe that they want the peace. Tattoos have always been a means of identifying oneself, and tattoos are always meant to be read, and they are the sacred part of sorts. Tattoos are to be studied. They are sacred book. We can read different things from the tattoos. They are to be studied. They are to be identified oneself. When we get a tattoo, we write ourselves speaking, and we make it possible for others to read us. Means when we have the tattoo in our body, that means we are speaking ourselves, and other people can read us, can watch our tattoo, and by watching our tattoo they can see what tattoo exactly is, what our culture exactly is, what we are, what sort of pictures, what sort of images we are making in our body, and those images can speak about the tattoos to other people. They have to read on the part of the body of the tattooed people, right? It means every tattoo has a story to tell. No one puts tattoo without any hobby, right? Story, it has a story. And if the tattoos cannot tell the whole tale, then the tattooed can tell the story. If tattooed means tattoos cannot tell the story, then the people who have tattooed can tell the story. If the tattoos itself cannot tell the story, and people who have already got the tattoos, they can tell the story, why they had the tattoo, what is the meaning of having tattoo. The writer's reading and his conversations with the tattoo tell him that there are two types of tattoo narratives. One is record book and the canvas. Tattoo is itself a record book. Another is the canvas, that is okay. These types of two narratives are there. Melissa, the young woman who got the tattoo, was to signify bonding with a friend, and it was capturing a relationship as one might with a photograph. Even though the relationship failed, she did not have good relationship with her boyfriend. Her relationship failed. Melissa's relationship with the boyfriend failed, but she had a tattoo about the boyfriend in her body, and it shows what sort of bond she had. She wanted to signify the relationship with her friends, and though it failed, it was there. It can be studied and read by the people. In the pop music world, rap artists and other musicians sometimes get tattoos of friends or relatives who have died violently or merely passed away. They just have the tattoos of the dead people. In public pop music world, in rap artists, such things are going on. The most elegant heel to gets ugly in sides because of the tattoos in the ankles. Means elegant, beautiful heels people put on in their ankles, in their feet. But if they have the tattoos in their body, in their ankles, and it does not make attractive, rather it makes quite ugly. It does not give better position of the tattoos, right? Yes, songwriter Annie DeFranco says that her tattoos are mile keepers, road maps, pictures of places I have been to. That is what he says. He has made tattoos wherever he has gone, road maps, and even the pictures of the places wherever he has visited. Right? Tattooing may have been the first art. Researchers have found sharpened pieces, magazines, right, magnesium dioxide, which may have used to color animal skins. This is what the researchers finding. The ancient Egyptians practiced simple tattooing of oval patterns on arms, on legs, and on their bellies. They used to put that sort of tattoos. That is Egyptians' practice. African tribes pierce and scar the body routinely. They make a hole in the body routinely. They make wound in the body. In a way, the writer says that tattoos are officially okay in the belief of him. Today, writer believes that tattoos are not so bad. They are officially okay. They are good. They are to be accepted. They are normal. Even judge can now see and cannot punish the tattooed person. The author has done research and has met the number of people, and he has taken their views regarding the tattoos, and their views have been reflected in the essay. He has taken interviews and come to the conclusion that tattoos are taken normally, and it is accepted officially in the United States too. Today, it is not rejected and refused, right? It has become the habit, and just like fashion in the world, it is not only the art but also the culture and identity marker of the people at present. But people had negative attitudes about the tattoos in the past. However, this concept and views have been changed, and tattoos are accepted as normal as the identity of the people. Negative concept of tattoos of the past has been changed as the positive one with the passage of time. Tattoos are to be regarded as the culture of art, and it must be taken in a normal form. It is not so difficult, it is not so bad to have a tattoo. This is how the writer has gone back to the history of the tattoo past, how it was. It came from Polynesia. Many British explorers went to Far East and they took this tattoo as the status markers, and first of all rich class people, aristocrats had the tattoos, and because it was expensive, it was difficult to have the tattoos. Later, when the tattoo machine was invented and the lower class people also started having tattoos, it became cheaper, it became easier. When rural working class people started having tattoos, upper class stopped, rich class people, aristocrats stopped getting tattoos. So these are ups and downs are there. In the past, tattoo was regarded as a negative marker, criminals ideas, and even they were afraid of judges, in front of the judge, to show the tattoos. Now this negative concept has changed into positive one. It is very common, it is normal, and everyone can have tattoos, and tattoo culture has developed a kind of better system today to accept it, to believe it, not as a seriously as a criminal activities, but as a positive and normal activities that people put it, and it is a kind of art. In fact, a little bit I have to talk in Nepali to the Sanskrit students. यो ट्याटू कल्चरमा इङ्क्ड वेल भनेकै राम्ररी ट्याटू लगाएको भनेको यस रेसेमा लेखकले फिल्डमा गएर सम्पूर्ण ट्याटू लगाएका मान्छेहरूलाई भेटेर ती ट्याटू लगाउने मान्छेहरूको कथालाई लिएर आफ्नो ट्याटू भने के रहेछ भन्ने आफ्नो विचारसहित लेख्नु भएको छ। यसमा कति त ट्याटूले नै आफै बोल्छ, शरीरमा ट्याटू लगाइयो भने ट्याटू बोल्न थाल्छ, अरूले हामीलाई पढ्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। ट्याटू भनेको एउटा रेकर्ड बुक हो हाम्रो लागि, अरू पढ्नेका लागि। ट्याटूमा दुईटा एउटा कथा भनिन्छ अरे, एउटा रेकर्ड बुक हो भनिन्छ, एउटा क्यानभास हो। हाम्रो शरीरै क्यानभास भएको हुन्छ। ट्याटू भनेको एउटा आर्ट हो, कला हो, कल्चर हो। सबभन्दा पहिला ट्याटूलाई लाउने मान्छेहरूलाई, ट्याटू लगाउनेहरूलाई चाहिँ जजका अगाडि बस्न डर लाग्थ्यो, दिँदैन थियो, डराइन्थ्यो। त्यो ट्याटू भनेको अपराधीले, क्रिमिनलले, तल्लो दर्जाका मान्छेले, नराम्रा मान्छेहरूले, डाकाहरूले, गुण्डाहरूले, फटाहरूले लाउने भन्ने कन्सेप्ट थियो पास्टमा। त्यसलाई अहिले चेन्ज भएर अब चाहिँ ट्याटू भनेको जो कोहीले लाउन सकिन्छ। ट्याटू त्यो पुरानो सोचाइ जस्तो होइन, यो आइडेन्टिटी मार्क हो, आफ्नो पहिचान दिने स्टेटस मार्कर हो, एउटा प्याट्रियोटिजम भनेको देशभक्तिको भावना देखाउने मार्कर हो। कसैले ट्याटू लगाएर नयाँ कुरो भनिरहेको हुन्छ। एउटाले बोयफ्रेन्डको पिक्चर हाल्यो भने त्यो बोयफ्रेन्डको ट्याटूले के भने हुन्छ त भन्दा उसको सम्बन्ध देखाएको हुन्छ। गर्लफ्रेन्डको पिक्चर चाहिँ ट्याटू बनाएर राख्यो भने उसको सम्बन्ध कस्तो थियो भन्ने देखाएको हुन्छ। र अहिले आएर आधुनिक युगमा ट्याटू जो कोहीले जसरी लाए पनि हुन्छ, अफिसियली ओके छ। यसलाई पुरानो कन्सेप्ट नराम्रो भन्ने कन्सेप्टलाई अहिले चेन्ज भइसकेको छ। पुरानो चाहिँ ट्याटू एउटा सियोले घोचेर पुवाल पारेर दुःख कष्टपूर्ण तरिकाले लाउनु पर्थ्यो भने अहिले ट्याटू मेसिन इन्भेन्सन बनाइयो जुन न्युयोर्कमा छ। ट्याटूबाट अहिले बिजनेसै सुरु भएको छ। ट्याटू लगाएका मान्छेहरू कति चाहिँ पछि त्यसलाई हटाउन पनि थालेका छन्। त्यति बेला पश्चाताप पनि गर्छन् किन लगाइयो भनेर। अनि तर जसले पश्चाताप गरे पनि नगरे पनि 18 वर्षदेखि 50 वर्षका मान्छेहरू सबैभन्दा बढी ट्याटू लाउने चाहिँ बढिरहेको छ। यो सङ्ख्या बढेको छ। यो सङ्ख्या बढेको देख्दाखेरि ट्याटूलाई सामान्य रूपमा लिन थालेको छ। ट्याटूलाई एउटा कल्चरको रूपमा लिन थालेको छ। ट्याटूलाई नर्मल पोजिसनको रूपमा लिन थालेको छ। ट्याटू भनेको पोजिटिभ कन्सेप्ट हो भनेर थालिएको छ। यो नै राइटरको कन्सेप्ट के थियो, उद्देश्य नै के थियो भन्दा ट्याटू प्रतिको नेगेटिभ धारणालाई हटाएर ट्याटूलाई पोजिटिभ पक्षमा ल्याएर अनि ट्याटू भने नर्मल हो, ट्याटूलाई नराम्रो नभन्नु है, ट्याटूलाई सामान्य रूपले ल्याउँ भन्ने कन्सेप्टका लागि यो रिसर्च आर्टिकल लेखिया छ। कतिपय डर लाग्दा मान्छेहरू, एकदम अचम्म लाग्दा मान्छेहरूलाई भेटेर उनीहरूको इमेल मागेर उनीहरूसँग गफ गरेर तपाईँले ट्याटूको बारेमा मलाई स्टुडियोमा भनिदिनुपर्छ भनेर पछि इमेलबाट कन्ट्याक्ट गरेर स्टुडियोबाट उनीहरूलाई सोधेर खोजेर डरलाग्दा मान्छेहरूसँग पुगेर भेटेर रिसर्च गरेर लेखिएको आर्टिकल हो, लेख हो यो, जसमा ट्याटूको बारेमा चाहिँ आर्टको, मुटुको अनि इगल्सको, विभिन्न चराचुरुङ्गीहरूको यस्तो खालको ट्याटू लाउने कल्चर पनि भएको हुनाले ट्याटूले मान्छेलाई एउटा किसिमको पहिचान दिन्छ। ट्याटू भनेको खराब होइन, ट्याटू एउटा पोजिटिभ साइड हो भन्ने मेसेज यहाँ राइटरले दिन खोजेका छन्। दिस इज हाउ द राइटर हेज कन्क्लुडेड द कन्सेप्ट द्याट ट्याटू इज नट ब्याड, ट्याटू इज टु बी एक्सेप्टेड नर्मली, ट्याटू इज टु बी taken as a culture, tattoo is to be taken as the art first established in the past in the history of human beings. So the number of increasing tattooed people from 18 to 50 reflects that tattoo is just getting better business, and there are tattoo machines and tattoo business people are there working in the United States, in the US, in the Europe, and throughout the world. Tattoo is becoming very normal and coming up and up with its own dignity, identity, and its position. This is how the writer has concluded the concept of tattoo and tattoo culture. Thank you. You can read it and enjoy in it. Okay, bye bye.